How do you respond, Anar?
Anar will take a look at it, use his tentacle to go through the lines, and then he'll ask, "In your own words, what is this for? What is this for?"
She will give you the whole spiel that I just told Mistiani. Otto, who is also at your table, pipes up and says, inquisitively, "Which organization are you representing, Miss?" The woman says, "Well, we're actually working on that. It's a working title." She says, "Just call us Friends of the Galaxy for right now, or OFOTG, or FUT, or FUTKA, or well, yes."
This one thinks you need to work on your organization name.
Slightly amused. I will happily sign if it means you will go away.
Anar will hand it to him. However, Anar will look to her and say, "This one, however, will pass. The last one, this one signed a petition of any form. This one received a lot of spam email about getting his primary organ extended, and this one does not even carry such a thing."
Oh, it's probably because you checked. It's probably because you checked the check mark that says, please add me to the mailing list. You have to remember to uncheck that.
This one has no time for unchecking things.
Otto the Krogan, the Elcor race Krogan signs the petition, and she says, "Thank you so much, Friends of the Galaxy, appreciate it." And she leaves.
Oh, doesn't even ask Trissy. Rude.
Trissy says, "It's okay. I wasn't really going to sign it either. I personally think," she says, that synthetic life probably should just stay as far away from the galaxy as much as possible. The last thing I want is to have another one of those Reaper-looking things wandering around the Citadel." Ugh, she says.
Anar's going to remain silent to that and just, I don't know, drink his drink, not giving an opinion.
Okay. All right.
Question.
Yes.
With Sync seeing Reapers, and we're more or less assuming that, Shepard's up there, so that seems to point towards a blue ending. How does that follow that synthetic life would then have been destroyed?
Did you accidentally destroy the Geth? Like in your game?
The both of your questions are very valid, and you will find out the answers to those questions in a moment. Hold on to that question.
Cool.
Hold on to that question.
Sure thing.
Hold on. I was waiting for somebody to ask a question like that, so hold on.
I was just waiting for the answer, because I figured it was coming along.
If you know the answer, If you know the answer, keep it to yourselves. Okay. Roll initiative one more time.
I'm just going to say you're brilliant.
Oh, no.
Yes, I know. Shut up, Jeff.
So, Eric is at 26, Misty is at 22,
Yep.
Matthew Lang is at 16, and Jeff is at
Jeff's
21, and Dylan is 13. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. Here we go, guys. Set 3. Starting with... Looks like Cicepia. Eric.
Yeah.
The people, you're again back at the bank, and the fellow officer has a report for the weapons.
I'm looking it over.
And she says, "Ma'am, it doesn't seem like any of these weapons were fired." Which begs the question, if none of our men fired the shot, who did?
Yeah. So yeah, my theory of an unknown assailant is possible. Any way that we can try to track down anyone who might have a reason to want this man dead?
We can try to run up another investigation. I'm not sure how quickly we'll be able to get the results.
I know
I
most
recommend.
stuff is. I know most of the stuff is off the records. I wonder.
I guess since everyone in the force was too focused on what was happening on the roof, we weren't really paying attention to anyone else in the vicinity, besides the citizens down at the barricade below. Somebody with a cloaking device could very easily have been able to take that shot without us noticing.
That's true. We could try to get a map of the layout of the area, try to figure out where our snipers were, try to see if there might be a building where. Try to use the ballistics as well, see the angle where it was shot, possibly get an idea where it might have been shot from. Good work, officer.
Sorry I couldn't be of more help, ma'am.
You did everything you could. This is going to be a toughie.
Cicepia, you are then back at the CSEC office, and you meet with Damien, who is the chief. Does Cicepia? I guess Cicepia. What's Cicepia's last name? Does she have a last name?
Altus.
They would have called you Officer Altus this whole time. They wouldn't have referred to you by your first name. So, Officer Altus, Drell says, "Have a seat, please. What do you have to report?"
Based on the reports, none of our snipers made the shot. So my theory of a mystery person is very highly at this point now. We're right now kind of looking into any kind of information on the victim, see if there was any people that might have wanted him dead.
So your instinct was correct after all. Good job, Officer Altus.
Yeah, something seemed off.
And why is it that our men were unable to determine if anyone else was around?
We suspect that there may have been some sort of cloaking device used. That the assailant might have used a cloaking device, could have snuck right in, made the shot, and made a quick escape.
Well.
Based on this, I'm thinking we're looking at someone very well trained, possibly an assassin. I'm thinking.
That's very does not bode very well.
No.
I don't want any loose vigilantes around my city.
No. And we'll just have to just have to dig up whatever information we can on this guy, see who may have wanted him dead, or try to dig up some information on him.
I heard from some of your peers that you handled the situation very well. It got a little dicey at the beginning, but at the end you were able to successfully talk the man down.
I did whatever was necessary. What was important was to make sure that no one's harmed during the negotiation. I could not risk the possibility of missing the shot and her being the hostage being harmed.
Well done, he says.
Did what any man, woman would have done.
For that, out of character, Eric, you're going to get a Paragon point for what you did. You get a Paragon point. Da-da-da! And by the way, if you guys think you deserved a Paragon or Renegade points for anything you've done so far, let me know, and I'll decide if you believe that you did. But I think Eric just did a fantastic job handling that situation, given that it was his first time. That definitely deserves a Paragon point. So remember, just to remind you and to inform people at home, Paragon points are things that the players can earn by doing things, particularly good things during roleplay that, allows them to spend these points.
They can be spent on +15 for con,
Yes.
persuasion, command, and intimidation rolls. It's either a social modifier, or you can spend them to get a +3 bonus on anything.
Yeah, +3 on anything. Yeah, +3 on anything, or a +15 on social interactions.
plus I think with me being a Turian, there's a unique characteristic to honor. Turians have a star system. Anytime a Turian may spend a Paragon or Renegade point to aid in the success in a test or an ally or a client, the bonus for the test is +6 and not plus
Nice.
3.
Very good.
Yeah,
Cool.
but
So good thing that's really good.
Did you say it has to be a Paragon point?
Paragon or Renegade.
Or
Okay.
Renegade.
Yep.
So that's good. Anytime.
Paragon
That's
or
very
Renegade.
good. In addition, Eric, you're going to get a bonus for successfully completing your job properly. You will get to add another 10,000 credits as a bonus.
Ooh.
Given to the person who is not the high spender. The high spender gets the more money, so you get to add that. All right, Officer Altus. We will see what we can do with this investigations. For now, I have another special job for you. As you know, there's a big concert coming up. This Silas or Siler or whatever his name is. Anyway, he's coming over to the Citadel and he's performing over at the convention center. We need a few more CSEC officers there just for security. I need you stationed there. I need you stationed there, and this should be a walk in the park for you compared to what you did earlier.
Is there to believe that this entertainer is going to be under attack?
I would hope not, unless are you worried that this vigilante, for whatever reason, would wish to take a hit on this Citadel's Got Talent celebrity? He starts to laugh a little bit.
We have no reason to believe that the two are connected. Very well. If my duty is to whatever is required of me, I will do it. Yes, G.
I need to see what you guys are chatting about. What are you guys chatting about? Light bulb. I'm totally gonna get attacked at the concert, aren't I? Seeing under fire. Go, go, go. Okay. So moving on. The next person on the initiative, I believe, was Arkara. Okay. Arkara, you are reporting to the female Solarian Shias Lazine. She is your contact, who has been providing you lately with your jobs, your mercenary jobs. You meet our Shias Lazine over at the casino because that's where she always likes to meet people for business. You're there, and she's actually there waiting for you with a cocktail in her hand. And she says, "Arkara, darling, my favorite female Krogan." And she takes a sip.
Well, I guess you don't know many of us anyway, so... But here I am.
Not at all. He says, "You know how I feel about Krogans in general, but you I'm willing to make an exception of." "I have a new assignment for you," she says.
Very well.
It should pay very well. This is very important, and I would like for you to please keep this mission secret. Completely top secret.
Well, you
Do
know
you think
me.
you can do that?
Of course.
Here's the file. On the file, it says Cicepia Altus. Cicepia Altus is allegedly a Blue Sun spy that has been spending the last several months trying to determine the whereabouts of the Shadow Broker to assassinate him. We need you to locate Cicepia and take her out. If you do so, you will receive 100,000 credits.
Alright. I'll see what I can do about this.
There have been sightings of Cicepia around the Citadel. Supposedly, she's posing as a CSEC officer.
Alright. That might be trickier, but I'll see what I can do.
Good luck, darling. I think that this is just the job for you.
Ah,
Very well.
Is something wrong, Eric?
I'm coming for you.
Well,
This is the DM putting the chess pieces in place.
getting everyone together.
Okay. Next, Anar. Anar, you and Trissy are waiting in line now, on your next date to go see Elias live in concert.
Goody.
In fact, I think that means it's time for a scene change. If you give me a moment. Here we go. All right. So this is the arena, or the convention center rather. We have all of the people, the audience here. There are balcony box seats over here and over here. The stage. This is the front stage. Of course, the curtains open up and the main stage appears here. And then these floors on the left and the right are backstage. So there's actually a wall between the red carpet. There's a wall between the red carpet and the wooden floor. So the audience isn't seeing that stuff.
Those are the wings over there.
Those are the wings of the stage. All right. So everybody has a little bit of a. So, Anar, the Hanar. I don't think I have a portrait of your character yet, Jeff, so I'm using Blasto temporarily until I get one.
Sorry about that. I'll get that fixed.
You guys come in, and I mean the whole place is bustling with all these people are excited. They've got signs. They have there's humans who have like face paint to look like Quarian, the Quarian visor and mask.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Like, people are going.
We have cosplayers.
Yes, you have Elias cosplayers.
Oh my.
Trissy is holding one of your tentacles as you walk on by, and
I'm gonna try my best not to poison her. And I also like to admit that he probably would have had a wardrobe change. So in addition to the bow tie, to the mustache, he now has a monocle and it's hot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have to have the top hat. Hang on, how's the monocle staying on?
Clue.
I'm just imagining the Octo Dad walking down the aisle.
Like cartwheeling.
Yes.
Trissy looks up at Anar and says, "You look really handsome, honey. Is that a new monocle?"
This one picked it up in its latest excursion at work. I'm sure the original owner would mind not having it anymore.
She smiles as you guys make your way to your seats.
Hint, hint, hint.
Hint, 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 hint.
Yes, my seats, where I will place my Hanar bum in the nice soft cushion.
Mm-hmm.
And now you can't see over the seat in front of you.
Yes.
He's probably really just gonna be floating in it a little bit. No, never mind. He really would be sitting. He would have figured it out by now.
As you guys are walking towards your seats, again, tentacle in hand, you sit down and you hear some voices behind you. Roll a perception, please, Anar.
Okay, it's gonna have to be just a straight up 2D roll, so it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, it's a perception hearing. I don't know if there's a hearing skill. No, it's just a straight up perception. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a base roll.
Okay, go ahead. Roll it for me.
Working on it. There you go.
6. All right.
Crap.
You hear various things. You are able to hear this part of the conversation, and says, it says, that is the most disgusting thing. What in the world does she see in that thing?
Not cool.
Anar
Trissy doesn't seem
isn't
to have
gonna
heard
say
it.
anything. In fact, he's going to automatically assume that they're talking about something else because he actually believes that he is one fantastic looking dude.
Good.
In fact, he'll nudge his monocle and shuffle his mustache a little bit.
The other girl turns to her. It's two girls talking, like two like girls in their early 20s, maybe late teens, and one of them says, "How do you think they do it?" Ugh.
I'm not going to say anything, but I'm just going to mention Japanese have a lot of imagination.
Oh.
At this point, Trissy has her arms folded, and she sort of looks very impatient, and the girls just keep going at it. And finally, Trissy turns around and says, "Excuse me," she says, "do you have something to say?" The girls are really shocked, and she says, because you have something to say, you can tell me to my face. This is the nastiest Trissy has ever been. She's normally a really sweet girl.
Anar
But
is very
Go,
attractive.
Trissy.
Anar's probably like, this is kind of hot.
That's my girl.
She says, I don't know what you two are doing, but I don't see a man next to you. Next to either of you. And she does, the little head thing. And again, Trissy normally is really sweet, really polite. The sass is coming out. This is something that's clearly hitting her in the nerve. The girls they're speechless, and they turn beet red, and they don't respond. They seem they pretty much shut up at that point. I don't know what Anar does or say at this point.
You'll probably put a tentacle on her shoulders and say, sorry, I'm dumbfounded. Of all the things I had to say, I'm now dumbfounded. He would say, please sit back down. Your very intelligent speaking has rattled their very small minds. Please, let's just let them.
Nice.
And you'll look at them for a second, and you'll turn back to her, and you'll say, Fester. And then you'll just sit back down. I don't know what else to say.
That's fine. Trissy sits down, and she seems to take a deep breath. I hate that. I hate when people do that. She says, how are people so ignorant? She says, why does it matter who's dating who? It's like we're not bothering anyone. She says that as she's towards Anar.
Anar will reply, in your presence, no one else even exists, and he'll put a tentacle on her hand.
Aww.
Oh,
That's so sweet.
And she still thinks you're a CSEC officer?
Yep.
Oh. And to think Arkara could have had this too.
Bollocks.
Well, too bad, too late. Anyway, Elias. Meanwhile, Elias, you are backstage. You're probably warming yourself up. You're probably getting ready, whatever it is.
My
whatever
mum
you
makes me
are-
mash my mini M&Ms on a Monday. Ooh, my
Makes
mum makes
me
me
fun
my
of
mini
saying this.
M&Ms on a Monday morning. Yeah.
At this point, you are, your agent comes out and he says, "All right, Elias, you're ready. You're pumped, right?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Well, before you go out there, there's one more thing we need to do. The network really wanted to interview you just before you get on stage. And at
really?
that,
Okay. Sure.
At this point, you turn around and you see a very familiar man dressed in an orange pinstripe suit, and he says, "Oh, Elias, it's been so long, my old friend," as Liam Nathaniel Musey approaches with a camera. with a cameraman next to him.
Mr. Musey, it's been a while.
Well, of course, I thought it was only fitting. After all, I was there from the very beginning of your journey. Of course, I jumped at the opportunity to interview you before you complete your last leg of your concert, of your tour.
Well, congratulations on the new job.
Well, thank you, he says. It's been great. I've been able to travel around, talk to some very interesting people. It's just been a wonderful experience, but I'm sure not nearly as wonderful it is for you.
It's taken quite a bit of getting used to. I'm still not sure I'm there yet.
Well, I know you have to start in a few minutes, so I just wanted to get a couple of initial questions in first before we get you out there. So,
sure.
All right. He says, "Hi, everybody. I am Liam Nathaniel Musey, and I am here on the final finale performance of Elias, the Elias, who I had the pleasure of watching grow before my very eyes, just like all the rest of you did, Galaxy, on Citadel, Citadel's Got Talent. It feels like it's been so long. Like, how long has it been since then? As he holds the... It's been like about a year almost, I think.
Almost to the day. I think it's actually a year I think it's a year tomorrow.
Tell me, Elias, like this is, now that this is your final performance, what's going through your head right now?
Oh, not very much. Mostly it's a case of don't stuff up the words.
He says, I just wanted to ask, do you feel that this whole experience has changed you at all?
Yes and no. Mr. Musey, I think it's opened my it's given me a lot of different experiences, and I've been able to meet a lot of different people that I wouldn't have before. So in that sense, yes, it's changed me, and I suppose on a fundamental level, I'm still the same Quarian who washed up on Earth about 3 or 4 years ago and fell in love with the music there. So yes and no.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, everybody loves you, and we are so excited to have you. Thank you so much, and have a great performance, my old friend.
Thank you, Mr. Musey. You as well. Thank you so much for being here. It means a lot.
I will definitely be cheering from backstage. All right. Thank you. And cut. Meanwhile, Dylan, Sync, you and Mriddy, like I said, got tickets on one of the box seats. And you are making your way through, in the line, you're making their way through security. Every single person who's going through security has to go through the metal detectors.
Uh-oh.
I have a quick question though. Can we like back up to where we're like walking to the concert? Is that cool or?
Yeah, sure. We can back up.
Okay.
So you're walking to the concert with Mriddy.
Yeah, and I don't know if this so I can explain Sync, his actual metal parts. He has like these sub layers that emit lights. Kind of like how when you plug an Ethernet cable up, it's like that little static blinking. And they match whatever emotions he was having. So whenever he woke up this morning,
You have mood
lighting.
Mood lighting.
His centerpiece is always like a turquoise greenish, but when he woke up this morning to like the smoke, he had like a yellowy nervous, and then when he was looking at his photos, he had like a light green mixed emotions. So now he has like a blue calm, and it kind of goes between blue and pink, like a calm and like a cool, relaxed mood.
Okay.
And while they're walking, he's like he'll go to Meridian and say, you know, I've been thinking about this past year with me and you together, and I just want to thank you for everything you've done, especially with this invention. And he's talking about she invented this thing called the doppelgram. It's like a hologram, but it covers his arms, and you can feel it, and it's not like a hollow thing. It's like a real kind of thing that he'll use to turn on and off to cover his mechanic parts. Anyway,
So it's basically you're like a synth, a skin. It makes you look like you've got skin.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
It
He's like,
instantly materializes, or does it build?
is this like materialized? It's kind of like it works like a hologram. It has like feel to it and texture.
I hope it does the hologram emotion, because for some reason I was thinking of sinew and skin growing on the arm.
No, yeah, it just kind of just
I need to get these
flows
ideas out
over.
of my head.
Yeah, it grows in layers. Have you seen Torchwood?
Yep.
Captain Jack.
Oh, yeah.
Meridi says, I appreciate that, Sir Zink. She says.
I love it.
I just
It's been a crazy ride, yes.
I just want you to know that I trust you, and I've thought about what you said. And if you have any questions about my past life, feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to answer.
Sure. How about we might be able to do that after I guess I come back from my leave.
That sounds good.
Perfect. So you enter into the arena, and you're going through security. You approach the metal detector. Cicepia, you currently are standing by the metal detector. You're currently administering the checks right now. And here comes a gentleman with sunglasses and a cute-looking Arsari approaching. What do you do, Sync, as you approach the metal detector?
I'll look at Cicepia and say, I don't think I should go through that.
Why is not?
I've had surgery. You can check my pockets. I have nothing of harm on me, but however, I've had surgery, and I have internal metal parts that'll go through the detector.
If you're willing to submit to a full body pat down, make sure you're good, by all means then.
Yes, by all means.
I'll look at Meridian and give her like a glare, like I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe you're
Not going to go through the scanner. You got to make sure. Can't take any chances.
Nope.
I'll
chances.
look at Meridian while I'm saying this and be like, I guess I have no choice, do I?
It's just protocol. Just do what he says. It'll be fine.
All right, I'll proceed and let Cicepia pat me down.
You realize that I'm going to be playing some Let's Get It On music while this is happening.
No, it's gonna get some hot stuff, baby. That one?
Perfect.
Or there's another one. Leave your hat on. You can leave your hat on.
Perfect.
So, Cicepia, you pat down and you are able to verify that this gentleman is not armed. He doesn't have any weapons on him, as far as you can tell. But just in case, roll me a perception anyway.
A search?
Can I roll an opposed con?
Roll a search.
Bonus search?
Yes, and you can roll an opposed con. Yes, do that.
Oh, goody, because I've got a max in. Put my
Oh my
skills in
gosh, the
search as well.
players are interacting with each other finally. I finally have you in the same room together. Okay, 15. You have to beat a 15. Search. And Dylan's the defender in this case.
So you need to beat a 15.
Oh no.
And then plus if it's search.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
She's good at her job.
I've got a very high search.
Damn you.
So while you're patting him down, you do realize a number of things. One, you do realize that his arm is synthetic.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not his real arm. How do you keep your... I have a question, Dylan. Your hook shot, or grappling hook, is that something you just have as part of your body? Is that just
It's
melded
like
into your body?
It's like internal. He has to, like, do
Yeah.
certain thing where his arm will kind of, I guess, it'll come out.
Yeah.
Well, if it's like an Omni blade, it gets manufactured when he uses it.
Yeah, that's true. When he uses it, it gets manufactured.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Oh,
It doesn't
okay,
just
okay.
appear. So, yeah, you believe that this guy, he's not armed per se, but you believe that this man probably is capable of.
Damage.
He's basically a walking weapon.
And let me just
He's basically
say,
a walking weapon.
If you do notice his arm, if you do see through the doppelgram, you'll see that he's getting the colors like a gray, stressed out color coming from.
Yeah. And Dylan is Sync's not aware that he failed his role, so he's not aware of any of this.
I'm kind of
So
like
Cicepia-
eyeing him down. Am I eyeing him down, going up and down?
Yeah, you're eyeing him down. He's not armed, but you believe that he could make himself armed if he needed to be.
Would you kindly? We have a couple questions for you. Before
Is there-
we let you into the concert.
Is there a problem, officer? Meridi asks.
We just have a couple questions to speak with them. We want to make sure
Alright.
that nothing bad will happen inside there.
I have
Do you
no
object?
problem I have no problem as long as I can have a little privacy.
Very well.
I'm sorry. Cicepia bought those handcuffs, right?
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Wow, it's
massive
gone from Love Story
Wow.
to Shades of Grey.
Okay.
50 Shades of Seasick?
50 Shades of Cicepia.
50 Shades of Sync.
All right.
Oh, hello.
Oh wow. Okay. So you will take. I guess you will take him to a separate office nearby, security office nearby.
Yeah.
All right. Sync. Do you resist or do you follow?
I don't want to cause much trouble because I know Meridi really wants to see this concert. She's always listening
Right.
to the music, so I'll
Yeah.
just comply.
Okay. She'll say, "I'll wait over here," and she'll take you to the office. All right. Takes you inside the office. What happens?
I guess I'll just kind
Have a
of
seat,
like,
sir.
Sure. All right, I sit down, and then I look. This isn't what it looks like.
What does it look like then?
I'll take my jacket off, and I'll.
This isn't what it looks like. What does it look like?
And then,
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry, Dylan. I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
no,
It's just.
no, it's okay. I'm enjoying it. It's funny. I'll turn off the diaphragm. You can see like a bright yellow, nervous color coming out of the arms, and then, like in his bicep, he'll like pull something in the little compartment will open. He'll pull out a cigar, like snap it, flick his thumb, and a lighter will come out, light it, and start smoking it. And he'll be like, to try to calm himself down. It's like, see, this is what you were feeling when you patted me down.
Mhm.
I can assure you, I am not here to harm anybody. I'm just here to enjoy the show.
Anything you'd like
And-
to explain before? Anything you want to tell me?
I'm here because my friend wants to be here.
Interesting. And you're not here to cause a ruckus?
Only unless I was involved in it somehow, but No.
Eric, if at any time you want Dylan to roll a persuasion, you just tell him if you want him to. But it's up to you. I'll leave it up to you if you want him to do that.
Mind explaining your arm? Roll a persuasion.
Sure. It was a tragic accident. I used to be in the Marine Corps, and I lost it in battle. So I need to roll a persuasion now.
Yeah, yeah. Or you actually, that would be a con, actually,
Okay.
right? Unless I don't think.
No, I think it actually depends on whether or not he's trying to actually persuade her that he's telling
Yeah,
the
it
truth,
really
or if
didn't
he's
happen
actually
that way.
laughing
I did-
to her.
I did that. That's not really how it happened. So.
Yeah, it's a con because he's outright lying. He's outright lying about it. So.
Yeah.
Do I have to
no!
roll something? Ah!
10. Oops.
Sync ain't
10.
persuading anybody.
Damn.
Not doing a very good job there.
Do I have to
Gotta
roll
work
opposing
on your
something?
Yeah, roll a perception. Roll an opposed perception.
Dude, you should have used one of your points.
Post-
Paragon, you're getting out of the concert now.
Do I have any other things added on, or is just perception?
Is there a
A
like
search or-
investigation?
Is there even
Ooh,
a yes?
investigation.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got
investigation.
investigation.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got
investigation.
investigation.
Yeah, you
let's
should
do
be
that.
able to use it. You're a cop, so.
All right. It's 26, plus my investigation.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay. Cicepia, you believe
I am not
that-
amused.
Yeah, you believe that what he said was not completely true.
All right. I'll just kind of look at her and say,
Well, we'll let him react to it first, because you don't know that you've been found out yet. You don't. Dylan, Sync doesn't know that he's been found out. How does Cicepia respond?
Slam some papers on the desk. What kind of bullshit are you trying to pass me here?
Ooh.
Nice, nice.
I'm just staring him down.
okay, he's starting to get a more red tint.
You
in
really
his body
think
now.
you want to lie to an officer?
Look, cop. Take a big puff. You really don't want to piss me off.
Oh.
However,
Oh
Was
my
that
god.
a threat?
what do I have to do to get in there? You got any alcohol?
I would
on
have
you,
to
by the
make-
way, I could use a drink right now.
I'd have to make sure that you're not going to shoot anyone with that arm of yours.
It doesn't look
I
like a
think
gun.
we both know what we're talking about.
It doesn't look like a gun to me.
Really? Looks like a hook shot to me.
All
Well,
right.
you wouldn't be able to see that. You wouldn't be able to see
Oh,
that because
I know it's
doesn't
just
materialize.
it's some
You
sort of.
probably know it's an Omni tool of some sort. You probably believe it's an Omni tool of some sort, but you don't know an Omni tool for what.
Okay.
Well, I guess you'd have to figure out if she knew that it was military spec.
Mm-hmm.
And given it's a custom job.
Hmm.
I kind of wonder what kind of person would have such a military grade Omni tool.
Only one who has experience in the military.
If you wish to go in the concert, you'd have to shut that off, and we'll have to.
Of course, but how you can't expect me to have no arms or legs, can you? I can't really get around.
Well, you can get around with just one arm.
All right, fine. I'll go and press some buttons on the arm, and the lights will kind of just dim out, and it'll just kind of hang limp.
Hang limb. Okay.
You might help me get my jacket back on at least.
Very well. I toss him the jacket.
Okay.
Back up.
Thank you for your hospitality, I guess.
And thank you for your honesty.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh. This is going to be an interesting party.
This is gonna
Oh,
be
yes.
very interesting. Oh, I'm already starting to see. Nice. Did
And
not
I
see
put,
that
like,
coming.
as he's walking away, I tell one of the officers to keep an eye on him.
Okay. You so finally you Sync, you come out, and Meridi goes up to you and says, "Is everything all right? Is everything okay?"
Yeah, everything's fine. Just kind of stay close to give me an extra hand if I need, because I'm one arm down at the moment.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's all right. At least through the concert, and after that, you'll be back to your old self again.
It's fine. Besides, it's my birthday, and if I'm not going to celebrate it, then you should.
No, that's not how this works. We're gonna go in there together, and we're going to enjoy. I think that at the box seat we can order drinks, so I'll see if I can get you a vodka or something.
Yes. I need a drink.
All right.
Should take lessons from the Pudding Wad of bubblegum.
Sync and Meridi, I'm placing them now on the map. So Sync and Meridi, they are in the bottom right balcony, sitting there. And Meridi will go ahead and buy the birthday boy a drink.
Thank you, Merdy. Appreciate it. Just take a swig. What is this, by the way?
She says, I believe it's a it's an earth vodka. I believe.
Where'd you find such a thing? Thinking of this.
They were selling it at the
yeah. Oops.
Cicepia, the concert is about to begin, and you are being asked to take a shift inside. So you will be in the back here by the doors, like watching from the back here, watching the concert. Meanwhile, Arkara, you have been locating your target, Cicepia.
Ooh.
And you are actually currently on the catwalk, which I am adding to the map right now. The catwalk is above the balcony, by the way.
I'm having like the most normal meeting out of everybody. I'm here on a date. Someone's getting hunted. Someone's smuggling their arms in. One's up on the stage. Sitting here in the top end.
Yeah, of all the people to have a normal date, that's a normal.
It's the
thing.
Hanar.
I just find it funny that a big ass Krogan is standing on the top of the rafters, basically.
Yes.
I'm imagining like
Very nimble Krogan.
Yes.
For your specific mission, Arkara, you have been given a Reaper sniper rifle. That's the cheapest sniper rifle, so that's in your inventory now. Probably better suited for what you're going to do.
This is impressive. It might be someone else getting shot, not me.
Big gigantic parasite.
And I have no idea she's there.
Yep, you have no idea she's there.
I'd probably be paying more
Probably
attention.
sneaky like that.
Arkara,
True,
do you think
character is
that
probably able to like pinpoint someone's mole from across the room from the rolls he's getting?
Arkara, do you think that you will
My
probably
search.
make?
Smell the fear of a fly.
Do you believe that you will be attempting to make your mark before the concert, during the concert, when there's a lot of noise going on and everybody's like focused on the front? Like, how are you?
Most
What's
likely,
your strategy?
most likely during, just
All right.
considering the noise level and everyone's attention being elsewhere.
Okay. So you're gonna be lining up your shot.
Yes.
Because the concert's about to start, and Elias is gonna do his opening number.
Sitting up there biding my time.
All of my chess pieces are in place as we go and see what's going to happen next. Elias, while you are as you are about to get on stage, a few other people are watching the television, watching one of the vids down, like right outside of the wings, and they're watching. They're right. Yeah, they're watching a video of, I guess, their version of The View. It's just all these people that are sitting around and they're talking. And it's a talk show, and the topic of the talk show is Shepard, Commander Shepard, savior or seditioner? Was it right to impose synthesis on everyone? Why couldn't he just destroy the Reapers? What do you think? And all the people around are chatting about it. It's been 5 years since the Reaper conflict, and while species throughout the galaxy have become fairly acclimated with our evolution, so to speak, was this really ultimately the best choice? Absolutely, it was the best choice. But was it right, though? I mean, sure, we're benefiting from it, but who is Shepard to play God? Does the ends really justify the means? That's not the point, though. It absolutely is the point. Regardless of his intentions, the fact of the matter is Clive Shepard made a choice on behalf of not just one small city, not just one country, not just one planet, but the entire galaxy. He single-handedly decided for all of us that we were going through this synthesis thing without anybody else's consent. Well, what do you expect him to do? I mean, send a survey out to everyone over the extranet and tally up votes? I mean, that's ridiculous. Besides, I think after all that he went through, he was the first one to inform us of the Reaper threat in the first place. Might I add, and no, let me finish, and he was the one who contributed the most to the cause and ended up surviving all the way up to the Crucible. He got farther than anyone else could. Nobody else got nearly as far as he did. So I think the man was entitled to make whatever decision he wanted to make at that point on how to fix this whole mess. The man did what he set out to do. No, what he set out to do was to destroy the Reapers, not meld with them. He went completely against the core of what he promised to do. And it's at this point that the people backstage are like, Elias, you're on.
Right.
Good luck. Out of character, are the players starting to get it? Are the players starting to get what's happening right now? Yes, if you get it, then don't say anything. If you haven't get it yet, you're probably going to realize it very soon what's happening. Okay. Here we go. Now this is where things are going to change.
I'm gonna get shot.
The concert, Elias, you take your position. The curtains will open. I have to do some adjusting here. There we go. The curtains will open, and the crowd goes wild. And Elias, you are going to begin with your first song. There's like laser lights, there's pyrotechnics, and everybody is going crazy. Anar, like, what are you doing? Trissy, by the way, is up on her feet and she's applauding. What is Anar doing at this point?
Anar will stand up and join her. I mean, he doesn't want to be stupid. He's wearing a top.
Okay.
He's got to be fancy.
Yes. How about you, Sync? Trissy is also on her feet, and she's also applauding and cheering as Elias gets on stage and starts singing the first few verses of the song.
I think he'll just being as paranoid as he is, he'll just kind of take his glasses off and just kind of look around and just stay sitting drinking.
Okay. Roll me a perception check. Sync.
All right.
Dude.
Critical
Wow.
failure.
You have trouble picking up pennies off the ground?
Okay, so you didn't quite see anything. You did not see any Krogan up on the rafters. You did not see it. Arkara, the concert is going in full force. Everybody's having a great time. You figure that now that Elias is performing one of the most popular songs in his repertoire, nobody's paying any attention to anything but the concert. Are you going to take this opportunity to line up your shot to fire?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me an attack roll.
For range, it's dexterity plus the range value, isn't it?
Yes. Are you shooting to kill, or is this a headshot?
What have I been instructed to do? Just kill her, or
Killing your target, killing Cicepia.
This would be extra creepy.
And if you're going to do this discreetly, you probably don't want to have to take more than one shot.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
trying to aim for the head then.
Aim for the head. Go ahead.
Let's see.
Don't I have enough pose?
I don't think you're expecting it, Eric. You're flat-footed.
Probably
You're not expecting it.
No.
So
How cruel.
how does
Eric, this is exactly like the deep end that I'm talking about. He's the new guy. We'll just kill him off on the first episode.
There we go.
What's the roll? I want to see what the roll is, though.
15.
Not very good.
Arkara lines up her shot, aims for the head, and she fires.
She's at -12 though.
Meanwhile,
Oh,
Dun,
no.
dun, 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 dun.
Sync, you are enjoying the concert. You're minding your own business. I don't know how much you're paying attention. When all of a sudden, you hear in your head a very familiar sound, almost like a garbled, like.
It's a Murloc!
It looks like this thing appears, and it's about the size of a fist, and it's like flying around. Going,
Is that a tremor?
What the hell is that thing doing here?
I don't know, but I think it needs to die by fire.
It's flying around your head, and Meridi is turning towards you and says, "What's going on, Sig?"
Oh, nothing. Just this nuisance that'll never seem to leave me alone. I'm just trying to catch it with my one hand.
Voicemail.
Meridi sighs again. Oh, is that your imaginary friend again?
What?
Here's the interesting thing, Sync, is that nobody else seems to be able to see this thing except for you.
Oh.
Awesome.
Surprise!
Rudy, how many times do I have to tell you
Why
there's
my
this
dreams won't be so haunted.
robotic thing that it just comes out of nowhere and it always bothers the living crap out of me? Why don't you say why you can't see it? It's right here. I'm trying to grab at it.
She kind of sighs and humors you and looks towards the direction, and she's looking right at it. And right now it seems to be making some weird faces at her. And Trissy is like, okay, you know what? I don't have time for this. And she turns her over at the concert again.
Oh my gosh! Go away!
While you are watching this, the creature does something that you've never seen it do before. It starts to glow a little bit in front of you, and then it starts to gnaw in the air. And as it's gnawing in the air, it seems to be biting into the very fabric of reality itself, if you can imagine that. Almost like making a mini, portal, gnaw portal. And again, Meridi's not noticing this, nobody's noticing this. The creature flies away, and you kind of lose sight of it as it flies in this direction from you.
Okay.
It flies in this direction, and you lose sight of it. The small hole that this thing punctured into it looks very strange, and it starts to glow a reddish color. It sort of has like a reddish tinge to it. And all of a sudden, there's a big flash of red. When the flash of red disappears, you look around to see if there's anything weird going on, because that's something that you didn't notice.
Yeah.
And first of all, A, whatever the portal thing is gone. B, Meridia's no longer sitting next to you, but the concert is still going strong.
Okay, I'll probably.
What do you do at this point?
I'm like watching this, and as I see the lights, like, Rudy, did you see that? And then I'll look over like, what the hell? Where'd she go? And so I'll go look outside the booth. I assume there's like a door or something. I'll go check down the hall and look around.
All right, you start to look around. Arkara, meanwhile, you are, you just fired, and there's a big loud bang. As soon as you fired the bang, there's a big flash of light, bluish, greenish, a big flash of greenish light that flashes before you. It's the most interesting, the weirdest thing. Anar, the same thing happens to you. You also are minding your own business, and there's this big flash of green light, and originally you thought that this was part of the pyrotechnic show, so you don't really think much of it. However, when you look next to you, Trissy is gone. The other thing that you notice, and then Sync, as you're turning around and trying to, and I'm sorry, Cicepia, basically what happens to everybody else is happening to you. There's a big flash of red, and then as Sync is looking around trying to figure out what's going on, both of you then see a flash of green, and then you end up, again, like you kind of think everything is bizarre. However, the four of you, except for Elias, realize something is not right. And when the four of you look at the audience, everyone in the audience has glowing eyes. You have not seen this before. That was not there before. Does anyone know what's going on? Do you guys know what the premise of this campaign is? Anyone figured it out?
The clashing of different universes.
What is this name? What is the name of this campaign? Mass Effect Collision. You guys are in 3 different worlds, 3 different alternate realities. 2 of you are from the world where Shepard chose Destroy. 2 of you are from a world where Shepard chose Control. And 1 of you is from a world where Shepard chose Synthesis. This entire time, you guys were in the same universe, but you weren't in the same universe. And what you're going to find is different things happen in different universes. I'm going to end the campaign right there. The session right there.
Wow.
So the whole premise of this game, of this campaign, is exploring all 3 of these realities and what happens when people from different realities get together. And yeah, hopefully that'll be interesting.
I love this already.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Wow.
I sort of saw it coming from the warm-up question. I was like,
He's not specifying. He's just asking us instead.
Amazing.
So in case anyone is wondering, Arkara and let me make sure I got this right because I've got all my notes here. Arkara and Anar are both from Destroy. Okay, they're both from Destroy. Cicepia and Sync are both from Control, and Elias is from Synthesis. So let me point out that the Cicepia that you were aiming at, Arkara, was not the same Cicepia that is Eric's Cicepia.
Oh no!
It's another one.
And we don't know that. Awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah, that was kind of tough to put together because I was trying to figure out how am I going to introduce this element Because like if I do it too early, then people are gonna start asking questions too early, and yeah.
And then, given that people are suddenly not there, and everyone seems to be in the synthesis universe at the moment, given glowing eyes.
Yeah, you're all in synthesis right now.
Yeah, that's interesting. Given that some people are suddenly,
Yeah.
or possibly never have been.
Yeah. How you guys think so far? Did you guys have fun?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, because you all are from different worlds, you're gonna get different bonuses right now. So let me just give that to you at this moment. Because Elias, because you are from the world of synthesis, you have what comes with synthesis is you gain a lot of knowledge that were passed down from a lot of the previous species.
Yep.
That was part of the ending. So
Yep.
that means you get to automatically get a free extra 1d to your knowledge.
Oh, cool.
An
Okay.
extra 1d to your knowledge. Those are few from the red galaxy from Destroy. You guys have enhanced abilities because of how combative everybody pulled in together to fight the Reapers, and therefore you can choose to put 2 separate +1 pips in any ability that you want. So that goes to Arkara and Anar. You can put 2 +1 pips in 2 separate ability scores that you want. As for the people from the blue galaxy, the control, your enhancements is a lot more focused in control. So the people from blue, which is Cicepia and Sync, you guys get an extra +2 pips to 1 ability. +2 pips to 1 ability. Wherever you want to put it. Does anyone have any questions for me before we end? Because I think we're at the 4-hour mark now.
Yeah.
What was the-
Question. Pi. How does that quite work? Because Geth used to be software only. Are they still software only, just living software that can be uploaded?
Pi is very strange to you because there's a lot of mystery behind Pi. So I guess specifically, what are you asking? Because Geth used to be software and now they're kind of both.
Now they're sort of both hardware and software, which would imply that they are in their platforms. But since I've uploaded him into my suit, does that mean that he seems to me to still, and he's still using the, creator moniker, which is either him being a smartass or it's him actually still being sort of an AI.
One of the reasons why Pi is such an enigma to you is that for whatever reasons, Pi remained software.
Yeah.
Pi was never able to whatever happened during
The
synthesis. Pi
didn't work on him. Yeah.
didn't work on him for some reason. Why it didn't work on him?
Don't know. Cool. No, that's cool. I like that. I can work with that.
And what about Mimic? What has Sync seen him do before? Like whenever
Mimic has not really done anything other than just appear and try and just act weird. Like he doesn't seem to be able to interact with anything. Like he doesn't knock over stuff or mess up rooms. He just appears and he sort of not necessarily taunts you, but he just kind of is. And he just acts really weird, and he makes all these weird noises, and he zips around your head, and then he disappears. So like, you're not really sure what he is. If you try to grab him, he's always too fast for you. He always seems to be just out of your reach if you try to grab him. You haven't been able to study him because if he notices that you're trying to study him, he disappears. So there's a lot more about him that you don't know. You have no idea what he is. But this is the first time he actually did something different from what he normally does. Because normally he doesn't do anything beyond just be a slight annoyance.
Okay.
So.
Wow.